What's up, guys? Okay, so we're starting a new 5 minutes. Okay, they're going. So last part we talked about Argonautica, which just like a refresher, not a refresher, just something that I realized is Argonautica is the name of a work, and we weren't talking about There's like a different Wikipedia for the myth itself. So actually, maybe I'll just go to that one because I mean, like, the Argonauts would be, I think, the right, like, would be a cool one maybe. Argonauts. Oh God, Argonauts. Uh, uh, I, yeah, I butchered that. Jason, Jason, and the Argonauts. There it is. Jason and the Argonauts. The film, no. Greek mythology. Boom. Okay, so so there's Jason and there's Argonauts. I'm gonna choose Argonauts. Boom. And now we're going. So also another thing, I feel like the length 5 minutes is a bit short because I'm not really getting into anything. I'm not even finishing the article, so I'm gonna go with a 10-minute podcast type of thing, or maybe I'm gonna even go to 15. I'm gonna stretch it out as far as we can go because I can't manage to verify my channel right now. Not because I have like another channel that's verified, but this one I'm having trouble with. So I have a limit, which is 15 minutes. And by the way, by having trouble verifying, I mean like I'm literally typing my phone in, and it's like, you've tried too many times, or like sometimes it'll be like, oh, we're gonna call you, and they never call me, and I don't understand why. So if anyone knows and wants to help me out, let me know. Okay, so the Argonauts. Okay, this is super cool because it's like this is a band of heroes in Greek mythology who were in the years before the Trojan War. I mean, it's like a band of heroes. It's like, I mean, it's super cool. Like that, they had such a like rich cast of mythological characters that they were like, dude, let's put them together into like one myth. It's, I don't know, it reminds me, of course, of like what are they called, like the Marvel movies, like where they put all the heroes together. It's like that, but like a long time ago. And here we go. This is the gathering of the Argonauts, like an Attic red figured crater. What is that? I'm gonna hover, and it's not doing the hover function when you're in the picture, but whatever. Their name comes from the ship Argo. Okay, wow, that looks like a really nice painting, and I want to click it so bad, but I'm not going to. That looks like a really nice painting. They were sometimes called minions. It reminds me of like Mine with the Minotaur. I'm confused. Perhaps. Okay, so after prehistoric tribe in the area. Okay. Golden Fleece. We talked about it a little bit before. After the death of King Chryseos, and Aeolian Pelias usurped the throne from half-brother Aeson and became king of Lolcus and Thessaly. I'm saying the names weird, sorry. Because of this unlawful act, an oracle warned him that a descendant of Aelus would seek revenge. Interesting. That makes no sense. What did I miss here? After the death of the king, the Aeolian Pelias usurped the throne. He like took it. The guy died and he just took the throne. Yeah, it's like highlighted all these. What is Pelias was the king of Lolcus in Greek mythology. Aha. And what is this? So this guy just usurps the throne from the would-be king, from his half-brother, Aeson. Got it. And he becomes the king. And it's interesting that like this town isn't like doesn't have a capital letter. It's kind of weird. Usually names have capital letters. I don't understand. I'm setting another 5 minutes. So yeah, so he tries to usurp the throne, and then because of this unlawful act, an oracle warns him that a descendant of Aeolus, who the hell is that and why is he part of this story? A name shared by 3 mythical, that's, if it wasn't confusing enough, that's a name that's shared by 3 mythical characters. Okay, so okay, yeah, because it's kind of like they pull this name out of nowhere, like, oh, because of this unlawful act, and oracle warned him that a descendant of Aeolus. I'm assuming it's Aeson because of the AE in the beginning, but that's just a random guess. Okay, so Peleus starts to kill everybody, but he spares Aeson because of the pleas of their mother Tyro. That's the name. We know the mom's name. Instead, Peleus keeps Aeson prisoner and forces him to renounce his inheritance. But he does let him have kids, which is a nice thing of him to let him do. And he marries Alcimede, who bore him a son named Jason. That's the name of that's the guy, Jason. And then Jason, let's see, so it bores him his son Jason. Peleus intends to kill the baby at once, but she summons her kinsman to weep over him as if he were a stillborn. She fakes the death. Oh my god, that totally, like, the fake death smuggling reminds you of like the Mosaic story of Moses in the like when she in the reed basket. Isn't it similar? It's kind of similar. When Jason was 20 years old, I wonder also what comes first. Probably, I don't know. Do we know? Can we know which story came first? This or the Mosaic story? This is 1300 BC. That's a while ago. Man, that's very close to the other ones. Anyways, he was raised by Chiron. Got it. Chiron is like, if you've seen Hercules, he's that dude with he's the fawn, as it's called. That's so cool. He's like the trainer of heroes. Gosh, classic. I love this. So cool. When Jason was 20 years old, an oracle ordered him to dress as a Magnesian and head to the court. He lost his sandal in a river. Got it, by like a lady, but it's Hera, because she like wants for it to all work out. That's so cool, the way that works. Like the heroes like kind of help out in mysterious ways, which really lends itself to real life, because like if anything happens, you can be like, oh, might have been Hera. I love it. What a cool religion that they had going for them. The goddess was angry with King Peleus for killing his step-grandmother Sidero. Oh. Okay, so it's like unrelated. He's just mad at her for this. Sorry, I thought it had something to do with Jason, but it doesn't. That's also interesting because this kind of offhand thing that she does ends up turning the course for Jason, even though like she was spurred by something that's unrelated to Jason. Another oracle warned Peleus to be on his guard against a man with one shoe, so there was like an omen. And then Peleus was presiding over a sacrifice to Poseidon with several neighbors, kings in attendance. Among the crowd stood a tall dude with a leopard skin and one sandal. Peleus recognized that Jason was his nephew. Could not kill him because prominent kings of Aeolian family were present. Instead, he asked Jason What would you do if an oracle announced to your fellow citizens that one of your fellow citizens was destined to kill you? Jason replied that he would send him and to go fetch the Golden Fleece. That's insane, because it's like he's bringing up like a big part of this myth right now, which is that's interesting that like he would bring it up, and he like tricked him into saying to get the Golden Fleece, not knowing that Hera had put those words in his mouth. That's also cool. Like the gods can like talk about, like you can do shit that you're like, whoa, that's so not me, because it wasn't you, that was a god. What a cool, useful religion for life. That like anything you do that's weird, you could just maybe blame it on a god, of some god. I like it because it's like a religion that's that really aligns with like, I feel like, selfish human behavior, like because the gods are selfish and they want you to just to pray for them, and if you don't, they'll like, you know, like kind of mess with you. It's very, it kind of lends itself well to human nature, it seems. So anyways, after Jason says you should tell one of your fellow citizens to get the Golden Fleece, even though it was Hera, Jason later learns that Peleus is being haunted by the ghost of Phrixus. Wait, there's ghosts in this story? Mythology. Phrixus was the son of Athamas, the king of Boeotia. He was the older brother of Helle, and the father of Argus. Okay, that's for another time, folks. I don't know what that, I've never even heard of this. Phrixus had fled from Orchomenus, the setting for many early myths. Okay. Riding on a divine ram, classic, to avoid being sacrificed, and took refuge in Colchis, where he was later denied burial. Okay, so that was very confusing. According to an oracle, Locus would never prosper unless his ghost was taken back in a ship together with the golden ram's fleece. Aha! This fleece now hung from a tree in the grove, guarded day and night by a dragon that never slept. So cool. Okay, so the only way to get rid of the ghost okay, so it all kind of ties into this oracle, who, like, in a side story, told them that the home city, would never prosper until the ghost was taken back in a ship together with the golden fleece's ram. And then that's why Hera would, of course, say that word, because it ties into the prosperity of the home city. And he's like, shit, that's a good idea. And then, I mean, this is going to be cooler. I wonder if it's like the first one of those myths with like a dragon guarding something. That's the timer. We're basically at the end. I feel like we sort of, in a weird way, understood the context for the mission. And we're going to stop here because I'm already at 5 minutes. So we'll continue next time.